Hi, I'm Greg Spooner, Doctor of Physical Therapy and Rowing Performance Specialist at RowPhysio.com with your 5 tips to winning a gold medal this season. Now, this journey starts and ends with you, and I'm here to help you make the most of your training time to break through to that next great achievement, gold medal. So, tip number 1, know your why. Know why you wake up in the morning and understand that just getting up and gutting it out in the boat isn't going to bring you that gold medal. You need to have a good set of goals that bring purpose to your training. SMART goals: specific, measurable, achievable, relevant, and time-based. And I can't emphasize the time-based enough there, because if you have a goal to achieve a certain time on a 2K, knowing what that timeline is really helps you break down the incremental steps to get there. Tip number 2, get back to the basics on the erg and in the water and focus on the fundamentals. I guarantee you that from novice to elite, that there are other rowers out there who are doing the extra work and the extra time that you may be skipping out on. And that is working on slide control, catch placement, easing yourself into the catch so you don't hit the brakes on the boat. There's never enough time and never enough opportunity to work on those fundamentals, and I encourage you to do that as often as you can. Make that a daily ritual for you. Tip number 3, emphasize mobility and flexibility through the hips and the ankles. When you have a loss of mobility, you actually lose stability and become a little bit less balanced and controlled in the boat. That can lead to a loss of power, and you lose endurance. So when it comes down to the last 250 meters, when you got to make up that final seat to blow by your competitor and win gold, this is where it all comes to fruition. So spend your time on your flexibility. Then you need to retrain that new flexibility in the weight room and with some special drills on the erg. And we can get into those more in subsequent videos. Tip number 4, make your rowing warm-up anything but rowing. Rowing is a 3-dimensional sport, so if you want to be able to get in the boat and go fast from the first stroke on, it'll help to wait to get on the erg and go through a dynamic warm-up that is based on some core training, some flexibility, and some dynamic exercises that we will go over here in subsequent videos. Number 5. And I think this is really one that's most critical and one that's not utilized enough. Fail once per week. Now, what I mean by this is that we all have an internal or an intrinsic understanding of what our capacity is, what our capability is to succeed and achieve when we're working hard. But if you're doing push-ups, planks, 2Ks, or even 100 or 200 meter pieces, there'll be times when it's critical for you to row so hard or to work so hard that your body just can't give back anymore. And what you've done is you have trained your mind to understand what your body is telling you. So when it comes down to race day and you have 300 meters to go, hell, you have 700 meters to go, you know what you can give to race your way into the medals podium. So those are your 5 tips. Let's review. Number 1, know your why, have purpose, and set SMART goals. Number 2, get back to the basics on the erg or on the water. Use those fundamentals. Number 3, emphasize mobility through the hips and the ankles. Number 4, make your rowing warm-up anything but rowing. And number 5, fail once per week. Hope you enjoyed those. Take some time, write them down, take them to heart. And in the meantime, make sure to sign up for the newsletter, where I'll be sending out videos and tips and tricks every week or so that way you can work on improving your nutrition, your fitness, your flexibility, and your power, so you can get free speed and medals.